As Rochelle feels threatened by the doctor's chest artifact, we head to the
Marcus said bye. He's been
like this, all the way open, and then we come out. Who is here? We are the MNSH Spirit Hunters, and we're here to just communicate. Brandon, how does it feel to be a failure right now of Veterans Square? This is Veterans Square right over here.
Hi guys. You ready?
Oh yeah, guys. All right. Kristina will be here in a minute. She's in the restroom.
All right. So for everybody, Marcus is just going to be a few minutes. He'll be here shortly. We're just going to jump on and start chit-chatting until he gets here.
All right.
Oh, here's a Marcus.
Hi. Sorry, guys.
You're fine. I have shared out like a crazy woman.
Perfect. All right. Have we done our intro and everything?
Yep. Intro's done.
Okay. Have we did our promotional videos?
Nope.
Okay. So we'll start by promoting our videos and everything. And then we're going to get right into the show with Angelina. Oh, there he is.
Yep. And Kristina will be here in a minute.
Okay. Sounds good. Well, while we wait for her, we'll go ahead and do our promotional videos. And then we'll see you guys right back here after our videos. Just for the record, I am sweating like crazy right now because I literally bolted in this house. So I do apologize for being late. So
it's okay. If it was anyone else, you know I'd be telling them off.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, here is our promotional videos. And right after that, we're going to get to know a little bit about To The Bone Paranormal. So enjoy. We're back. What's up, everybody, and welcome to the MNSpiritCast. We are coming at you an hour late tonight, but that is because of some technical difficulties. So we are sorry about that. But the exciting news is that we're here with Bad to the Bone Paranormal tonight. We have our founder, Angelina, here, along with Kristina and Justin, their brand new team member. So, Justin, right?
Hey guys,
Right,
Kristina will be here.
Okay, sounds good. Let's introduce ourselves in case nobody knows who Bad to the Bone is, which, who doesn't know who you guys are?
I wish. So I'm Angelina, team founder of Bad to the Bone. I founded the team 5 years ago while I was living at a haunted school studying the paranormal for 8 months. It's taken me 5 years to find decent, good, honest team members. And I have added Justin to the team. I have added Justin to the team just recently, and Kristina is going on her 2nd year.
Wow. Fantastic. Hi, Justin. How are you?
Not too bad.
Good. So you're one of the newest Bad to the Bone team members, huh? How's that going for you so far?
Well, I've only been on a couple of tours. I stay pretty busy myself, but
No.
Okay.
not too bad.
Okay. Awesome. And of course,
Like great, awesome, yeah.
right, exactly. Of course, we got Kristina coming here in a little bit. We'll have her introduce herself when she gets here. But in all, in case people don't know who Bad to the Bone Paranormal is, why don't you tell us a little bit about Bad to the Bone Paranormal?
So basically, we're just an investigation team. We investigate and look, for paranormal evidence.
Sure.
We are big on debunking. I'm a huge skeptic still, even though I've seen things and heard things and captured things. So we're mostly an investigation team who debunks on the spot. So we don't have tons of evidence to go through the next weeks to come. We haven't dwelled in any home investigations yet, but I will be starting to do that soon so that I can become part of the Warren Foundation. For them, you got to do home investigations. They'd love to have myself and Kristina, but we don't have the experience. So that's something to look forward to in the future. And maybe hopefully drag Justin along so we can do these homes as a team.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, we're just a fun team. We all get along. We have a lot of gas on investigations.
Oh, yeah.
Just to let everybody know.
Fear farts.
A lot of fear farts.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I love how you put that you have a lot of gas on investigations. That's fantastic.
You know, it's in our videos. So we're just going to put it right on out there.
Oh, yeah. And you guys can all catch Bad to the Bone Paranormal on YouTube, Facebook, ParaPost Network, like all of their social medias are down below. So there's no reason that you won't know who Bad to the Bone is after this podcast. This is your 2nd time of being on the show, and this is your 1st time since season 2. So,
yep, we love your show.
I mean, and I appreciate that. And you guys are starting up a podcast too, correct?
Yeah, we are. We're going to start up something that I haven't seen anyone do, and we're actually going to have people on a show showing us their evidence, and we're going to have some people that have more experience and knowledge than us on the air with us live and going through the evidence as well and saying what they think and just see how people take it. Some people might get a little pissed off, but it is what it is.
It is what it exactly. It is what it is. I mean, we're not in this field to please everyone, you know? Not everyone's going to be pleased. We're out here to get answers for these clients who are struggling with paranormal. And we are also in this field to help spirits and ghosts themselves.
Right.
You know, so we're not here to always make friends. If you make friends along the way, fantastic. You know, and we've done nothing but make friends. We have so many nice people that we met over the course of 2021 and 22. It's like we met you guys last year, you know, in 2021, and couldn't be happier that we have met you guys because you guys are a great team.
We try. Thank you. Same here, you guys.
Absolutely.
We hope to be with you real soon.
Oh, absolutely. And we were supposed to investigate with you back in June. We were supposed to make our way over to Indiana, and we were going to meet up there.
Yeah. What happened? I'm not sure. Well, we got Brian coming down in September, and we do have a few spots open for Randolph County Infirmary.
Well, you heard that. And how can we promote that out? Like, where can people buy tickets?
They can actually just inbox me on my personal Facebook, and then I'll let them know how many slots are open and the hours and stuff. I think we got like 6 slots. I'll do 6 more people because right now I'm not sure if Justin is going to be able to make it or not because his school schedule is busy. He's going for his MBA. But I know it'll be me, Kristina, Brian Laverty from ParaPost is coming down from Canada.
Nice.
I think somebody else. I don't remember who. So sorry. So I'm going to open it up to like 7 more people. It's a big facility.
Well, speaking of the other team member there, we have Kristina with us now. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you guys doing?
Fantastic.
Good.
Tara and Brandon, how are you guys doing tonight?
Doing good.
Just peachy.
Loving the representation right up there.
You like it?
Just peachy, eh?
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot the A.
It's a Minnesota thing.
I love that.
So we got, speaking of making friends in the field, look at everybody that we have tonight. We have Lisa, we have Joshua. We all know this is Victor, so hey Victor, what's up? And we have Lurker, he's always lurking.
Hey Lurker. Hey everybody.
I can
Hey Joshua.
I can agree with Joshua. Not always the longest intros are interesting, but I mean, props to Matt, paranormal consultant, for making our intro. I think it's a fantastic intro and everything. But when you're making an intro, you want to get right to the point. You throw a few extra things in, you get right to the point. But sometimes the intros are so good, and that's what makes you get started. So I'm like double-sided on that one. So
I agree with Joshua. I was thinking about that today, and I was like, our intro, when we start ours, is going to be 30 seconds, and that is it.
Yep.
That is it. Just like a TikTok video or any other video, 30 seconds, and let's go.
Yep, exactly. And Lisa says, what's up, Angelina and Kristina?
Hey, Lisa.
Hey, Lisa.
Thanks for watching.
If anybody is tuning in late, we do have Justin, brand new team member of Bad to the Bone, with us tonight. We couldn't be more happy to have you on here. Now, we are limited on our time tonight, from what I hear. So we are going to get right to the point of this show. And what time do you guys need to be done tonight?
About 9 o'clock, so we got a good 45 minutes with you.
Okay. All right. Well, we will cover everything that we need to cover. We will get right to the point. But if anybody has questions for either Minnesota Spirit Hunters or Bad to the Bone, feel free to leave those down below or over in the comments, and we will get right to those. Brando, what's up, man?
Who's?
Victor.
It's Victor.
Oh, okay. Hi, Victor.
Doing good.
Everybody, welcome you, Zuri.
All right, so Kristina, we were going through all of your members here, and we had each person tell us a little bit about themselves. So do you want to introduce yourself, who you are, what you do for Bad to the Bone, and why do you like being in the paranormal field?
My name is Kristina. Why do I like being... I just like doing what I do. That's all. I like going different places. I like love my doing my EVPs and my what do you call it?
Portal sessions.
No, the other thing.
Real time. She likes to do the real time
EVPs. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. And I'm loving that shirt that you got on there, that Unity shirt. That's fantastic.
Thank you. I told her earlier, I was like, if only it said paranormal up here, it would have been
yes.
sick.
That would be perfect. And that's all what we stand for, guys. Angelina and Kristina, you guys have been all for this pair unity since this started. And you guys have always had our backs. We've always had yours. And that's exactly what pair unity is. You need to have each other's backs, and the support needs to be nonstop. And if you have an issue with somebody, reach out. We have multiple people you can talk to, but Angelina and Kristina, Justin, you'll find out real quick that these two are fantastic with the pair unity, and that will never get old. You guys will always be fantastic with the pair unity, and we couldn't be more happy to actually be friends with you guys. So keep it up. You guys are doing fantastic.
Thank you. It's all about respecting the dead. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have this field.
Absolutely.
One day we'll be investigated, and I want to be respected.
Isn't it crazy to think that, like, one of these days, like, not saying that we're going to get popular or anything, but there's going to be ghost hunters out there investigating us as former ghost hunters. Isn't that crazy?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So crazy to think about.
And then going to the locations we're going to now.
What's up?
And then going to the locations we're going to now, and they're much older.
Right. Right. And you know what's the awesome thing to think about? 50 to 60 years down the road, our legacy is going to stand in these places. We investigated these places, and when we move on to the next life, our legacy stands for those next investigators that go in and kind of use us as an example. And it's fantastic to think about that.
Phenomenal.
It is. And we haven't been to a ton of big places, but there's so much stuff that we have coming up in the future. It's like we have a 2-part 1-week investigation. Cara, Brendan, you know what I'm talking about, but we can't release anything. But that one's going to be awesome, and let's just say it's going to be fairly close to Bad to the Bones. So might be able to meet up with you there. So we'll talk about it more in the future.
All right. That sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Don't be telling me about stuff, and then now I'm going to be wondering about it, thinking, losing sleep, having insomnia. Thanks.
I mean, I'll throw hints here and there, but I cannot disclose.
It's all good. I like a good surprise.
But don't have insomnia over me. I mean,
Angelina will survive.
Yeah.
That's right, Brandon. That's right.
Booker says, I made so many friends in the paranormal community, and I can agree with him. It's an easy field to get along with people, but it's also a field with lots of drama, and that's what we're trying to get past. We don't want that drama anymore. We want it all gone. And that's, well, yeah, and that's the thing. You can't get rid of it in a way. There's always going to be haters out there, and there's always going to be drama, but you know what? You keep your head up and you let haters be haters, and you do your thing.
Yeah, you just do your thing and don't worry about everybody else, because
exactly,
it doesn't matter.
Exactly. We're
never going to. Are your biggest fans, so hate away. Haters are your biggest fans, so hate away.
They're only hating because they're probably jealous of what we got going on. They're
only hating because we got Justin and they don't.
Right. Look at that, Justin. You're already golf, man.
I mean, Justin's first investigation with us, he saved us from being locked out in a 3rd-story balcony in an abandoned Air Force building, and he had to lower himself a story down to come back up in the building and let us out.
Oh no!
Let us back in. So that's one of the reasons he's on the team.
All right, Justin. What a hell of a debut, man.
Do what?
What a hell of a debut.
Yeah, that's just a normal day for me.
Jeez. Lurker, get your own merch, man. I don't got any for you. By the way, you can find that on MinnesotaSpiritHunters.com.
It's nice to see Lurker come out of his shell. I remember when I first met Lurker, and he was just
so shy,
really quiet in the background and sitting there, and now he's all about life and vibrant. So it's nice to see that.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
Good
James is here today.
Town Paranormal. Thanks.
Thanks for joining. Yeah. Low blow to Matt on the intros.
No low blow to Matt.
No go blow, and you said it, not us. So,
No.
who do we got here? Apparently Brian's in the chat. Brian Laverty.
Hey,
Speaking of Brian,
Brian.
apparently we're gonna, or later on in the podcast, we're gonna talk a little bit about global ghost hunt. But first of all, the reason that we're here is we want to know about Bat to the Bone Paranormal. So, Angelina, you founded the team 5 years ago.
Almost 5 years ago, yeah.
Now, let's press rewind and let's go all the way back to the beginning and let's walk through why you started Bad to the Bone. What gave you the idea?
So I got into the paranormal watching a YouTube video about this haunted school in Ohio and realized, hey, it's a mile away. And my friends were like, you don't believe in ghosts? I'm like, no, I'm Catholic. I stay totally away from that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but I'll go down there with you. Let's go. So we go down and we trespass. You know, that's my thing, but I don't suggest to do it.
Right.
But that's how Justin became on our team too. So I go to, I capture some stuff on my video, and I'm shocked at what I'm seeing. I can't explain why it's there, any other reason for it. Long story short, I moved into school, studied with lots of different teams for like 8 months. And then one day I was at the Dollar General and I had to buy a pair of hat and a pair of gloves.
Mm-hmm.
And they said Bad to the Bone on it. And I looked at my friend Angel and I said, I'm going to start Bad to the Bone Paranormal. That's my team name. And that's how it came about. $5.
Yes. That is fantastic.
Yeah. So
see, you know, who needs a very large budget to be in the paranormal field? Sure, your equipment and stuff is going to cost money and everything, and you got to put that money out sometimes, and you got to pay for your investigations sometimes. But you could do these investigations on a budget, you know? Mm-hmm. I mean, pay that investigation fee. Everything else that you take, you got to be super cheap.
Yeah.
If you want to save money, you literally have to be a super big para cheapskate. Just saying. And I had to add para at the beginning, you know, because this is a paranormal podcast. So everything is paranormal to us.
I'm like that with equipment. I'm with my basic thing. You will always see me with my video camera. Always. Because I'm about capturing, seeing something.
Yes.
So Kristina's about videoing as well, but she's constantly doing real-time EVPs, you know. And then we got Justin, who the biggest reason I asked him to be on a team is the first time he was with us, he debunks right then and there. He'd be like, oh, I heard something, and then he'll try to figure it out. That's when I knew this guy needs to be on our team.
Yep.
He needs to be on our team. So we don't use a lot of equipment. I like the REM pod. We got one coming. We got some other stuff. But ears, eyes, audio, video.
What more do you need?
Yeah, what more do you need? A couple cat balls. You know, I don't even trust those all the way because the earth moves. You never know when it's rotating and the earth shakes a little bit.
Yep.
You might get a coincidence. So, you know.
Yep, exactly.
I'm a cheapskate.
You gotta be. You gotta be. Now, before I turn this over to Cara and Brandon, so they're able to ask you guys questions too, which we will be taking a short intermission here in the middle. Usually our intermission would be way later, but we have a short show tonight, so we're gonna do our intermission here pretty soon. But I have a question, and this is for all three of you. Justin, you might not quite know yet, but Angelina and Kristina, do you guys consider yourselves the more scientific paranormal investigators, or?
I think, yeah, for me, yeah, because I'm looking for other theories of why that happened, why I saw that, why that sound was made, and I look to scientific things to see, you know. I'm hardcore when it comes to that stuff. I want to know what it was right away. You know, I want to know if it was paranormal or not. So I think I lean towards that side a lot.
Okay. What about you, Kristina?
To be honest, I don't really know, I guess, how to answer that.
And that's okay. That's just fine. You know, based off of what I've seen, you guys do things very scientifically. I mean, Justin, you're on top of the debunking right away. You need to know right away. Angelina, you need these theories instantly. Kristina, you're getting these real-time EVPs and you're getting everything as it happens. And Justin's debunking as it happens. And Angelina is testing each theory as it happens. You guys are all teaming up. You're being scientific. You're being smart. You
Yeah,
guys,
we're all doing
use
something
your
different.
heads.
Yeah. Instead of doing the same thing, it's better to do something different to
Yes.
get to that evidence to say this is definitely paranormal.
Exactly. And you know what? There's a lot of teams out in this field, which drives me absolutely nuts. A lot of teams out in this field, when one thing happens, it's automatically paranormal. You gotta test the dang theory.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, there is gonna be some butthole team member out there somewhere who's gonna test that theory for you, and they're gonna call you out on it. If it's fake, they're gonna tell you it's fake.
And that's going to be us with our podcast.
I would love to bring some evidence on your show one time, so just hit us up.
You'll be one of the first 5 on the.
Oh, that's fantastic. Appreciate that. All right, so right now what we're going to do is take our short 2.5 minute intermission. When we come back, I'm going to turn the floor over to Cara and Brandon. You guys feel free to ask Bad to the Bone whatever you want. And then after they are done, we're going to talk a little about global ghost hunt. And yes, Justin, we are not through with you, man. We still got to have some questions for you.
Kara, are you taking notes?
We'll take it easy on you.
Justin says, all right, we're going to go and smoke a cigarette break.
Okie dokie. All right. Well, I am going to turn this over to our intermission videos here. And when we come back, Cara and Brandon take the floor with Bad to the Bone Paranormal, so stay tuned.
Awesome.
No, Marcus?
We're back.
Awkward silence. No,
Oh, can you hear us?
no, I was joking.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just ask a question then, since we're gonna get started.
Okay, a little paper.
I've got a list for you.
Yeah,
So, first of all, I want to know, have you ever had a nope moment? Something happens and you're like, nope, and you have to walk away.
Yes.
Yes.
For me, it's at the Bel Air house. And it was something in the basement. I lasted 45 minutes and then sat in the car for 12 hours while everybody finished the investigation. I don't like talking about it because I don't like thinking about it, but I will never go back.
Oh, okay.
So she says.
No, I'll go back for them, but I will sit outside and monitor.
Or the numbers that got me thrown out of a second floor window.
What
Yeah.
would you say? Oh, sorry.
What about you guys? You have a nope moment?
He said, what about your nope moment?
I don't think I've had anything specifically happen to me that's driven me away. It's usually the other people. High school, I had my best friend. He was 6'4", 450 pounds, big dude. Wasn't afraid of anything. He was like one of those people, he would always protect the other people. I don't know what it is that spooked him, but one day, all I know is he threw me the hell out of his way, and I have never seen somebody move faster than him at that time. He was just in the car and then like, let's go. And I was just like, okay.
That's awesome.
He had a nope moment with a human. See, they're
So,
more scary than
yeah,
ghosts.
my whole thing is it's more of a, when other people are like, it's time to go. Otherwise, I'm just like, okay, that's uneasy, but we'll come back to it.
How about you? Do you have a nope moment?
Yes, that would have been when we went to Octagon Hall and I witnessed someone lose track of time, and I couldn't say nope at the time because everyone was looking towards me to help. So
They're in her very first investigation.
yeah, so I'm terrified of seeing it happen again, even though I know being in this field is something that I have to expect to happen again. But deep down inside, I'm terrified because that is a really scary thing to watch someone go through.
What happened?
So what do you call it? Possession? Is that what would you call it?
Kind of an attachment. We were at Octagon Hall in Franklin, Kentucky, and I fixated myself on studying up about a soldier because I make sure that my team researches, So for some reason, I got fixated on a soldier named Edward, who was in an attic, basically dying because he was shot in the leg, and he went up to the attic to hide. So when we got up into the attic, I just remember saying my ears are really hot, and then I lost track of time. So I think I had something attach itself to me. They said I threw my flashlight and said something about give me the gun or throw the gun through my flashlight. So I don't think I was possessed. I think I was just given in to the sorrow and pain that I was feeling for this soldier.
And she decided she was going to take off all of her protection as well.
Oh,
If you're in it, you're in it.
And no one was paying attention, so that was all of our faults. I mean, I was, but I was so new. I'm like, well, should I do the same thing too? But then I'm like, nope, not happening. She can do it if she wants, but not me. But then that happened, and I'm like, oh my God.
understandable. There's one here. I think this is Victor that asked this one.
Wow. Oh, that's a good question.
I have one personally of my own.
Go ahead.
That's when we were at Randolph County Infirmary, and I was in a little boy's room named Noah, and I was playing the ball choosing game for him to choose his favorite ball and roll it to me, and he did. He rolled it to me right on camera, and it was the most. I didn't see it at the time, but when I watched the footage back and seen it, that was probably my most happiest moment because that was the first time that I ever caught anything by myself. And to see something like that, it was amazing.
During her first seclusion, she also got some taps on the floor that she didn't realize till after reviewing the evidence. So, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Any for you guys that jump out?
I got two. One of them is at Octagon Hall with the ball. We were with Oldham County Paranormal, a good friend of ours, Shannon. I learned from her 5 years ago and still learn from her. We were in a little girl's room and we basically asked for them to push their favorite color ball. And all of a sudden you see a red ball slowly pushing in. And we're like, touch the orange ball, and it touched the orange ball. My second one is just recently at the Air Force Base we've been investigating that's decommissioned. We got an actual black shadow figure moving from right to left. And we've had it analyzed and everything. And it still blows my mind because it's in a basement. So we're outside and we're crouched over. And you can see our back shadows crouched over. And then just like a shadow, like a school walk-in sign is that person. But this was black and it just moved from right to left. And we didn't see it that time with our physical eye. It was while I was reviewing the evidence. So I think that's been my favorite of all time so far.
That's cool. Did you catch anything cool yet?
I'm not really big into like the recording or anything like that. Mine's more of just the experience.
Nice.
He got a little shook at Chinook one day. He got a little chill up his spine.
What would you say is your bucket list? Places that you have to investigate.
Like your top three. Or even one.
Oh, wow. My top one would be Jack the Ripper. I need to go to England and spend a couple of weeks. One of my bucket lists I've already accomplished, and that was studying the Mothman and the Silver Bridge collapse. I did that for 6 weeks straight. And I talked to a lot of people that went through all that stuff. My third one, I don't know. For some reason, I want to go to Cambodia and investigate with a Cambodian team.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a specific one you really want to do?
So me and my story is different. See,
Yeah.
I want to travel the world because I would like to go to a lot of different places.
Oh,
Not any in particular, just wherever I happen to pass through.
nice.
Think of any place, maybe Chernobyl. Would be one. And then I think just about any cave system. There's always people going missing, crimes, murders, things like that happen in various different cave systems. And I feel like most people don't think to go that direction. So
Yeah.
That's when Justin will go by himself because I'm claustrophobic and I will think it will cave in.
Cool. The other one I had. Have you ever caught something? I stole this from Marcus from a couple podcasts ago, actually.
It's okay.
You ever caught something you were really excited about and then in review you debunked it?
Yes.
Oh,
So we were at Randolph County, I think after Christmas time, and we were playing with this ball. We had the laser. I think we had the G3 laser grid on, and we were asking the spirit to move the ball, and it was moving on command and doing all these things. It was a balloon. So we did that for about an hour, and we have it on footage on YouTube. And then after an hour, everyone says, well, we're going to go investigate. I'm like, I'm going to stay here. There's just something about this that's not sitting right with me. So I went and laid down for about 15, 20 minutes, got up and went and tried every possible theory that could be having a balloon move. Well, when they came back an hour later from investigating, I had to burst their bubble, and it was an intake system that was pulling the balloon. And it was just coincidence that it was going on command to what we asked.
yeah.
So that was heartbreaking. And in our video, we show that, and then we say, here's what happened. So
That's good because it helps other teams to, pay attention a little bit more for debunking.
Yep.
yeah, I tell you, I'm a huge debunker.
It was heartbreaking.
But Marcus has had his heart broken a couple times when it comes to investigating.
Oh,
and
yeah.
doing-
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
all of us have.
Yeah, of course.
it's okay. I said it's all right. It happens.
Yeah. Do you want me to play another question from the comments, or
Sure.
you got any?
I saw that Victor or Lurker had one.
Lurker, he's lurking around them corners.
Right there.
Oh, wow. So that's a good question. Mine, it wasn't caught on camera. It was when I was at the school. I was with Ventures Paranormal. They were doing a 3-day investigation, and I tagged along. And I was going into the break room, and I saw these two elderly people standing there. And the guy had an old VHS, like our parents used to carry on their shoulder, you know. And the lady had an old, kind of like Polaroid camera, the instant ones. And I was like, "Welcome to Post Town. We'll be starting an investigation in 10 minutes. I go walk behind them, go in a break room. We come out, and I'm like, "Where's the elderly people?" And they're like, "What are you talking about?" And I explained my story. So the caretaker went and watched the CCTV, went back hours and hours. We turned all the lights on to look for them. They never even entered the building. That sits with me 5 years later, and I think about it every single day. And I can tell you what they look like. I wish I had a sketch artist so I could draw them out.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my what the fuck moment.
Wow.
Yeah.
You guys got a good one?
For me, it was in high school. It was me and my buddy. We went to the same house all the time. People said they saw all sorts of things. You go into the basement, you'd see dolls. There were black dogs, this old farmer, and all these other things because it was an old farmhouse. We never experienced any of that, never saw any of that. But we kept getting more and more sensations the more frequent we were going, till we were almost going nightly, spending like 5-6 hours there a night pretty much. And for me, we took a friend that was just, he doesn't believe in ghosts, spirits, heaven, hell, non-religious. It's just you live, you die, that was it. And that night he became a believer. We were getting kind of just the weird vibes. We didn't really see or hear or anything. We were just like, it's just, tonight's not a good night. We need to leave. So we get in the car. He's driving. My big buddy's in the front seat. I'm in the back seat. And I'm like, guys, I am so cold right now. We need to blast the heat. And this is like a summer night. And I look up in the rearview mirror, and there's like this demonic face right behind my shoulder. And the driver looks up in the rearview mirror and just guns it. He's like, "What the fuck?" And I was just like crawling into the front seat. Like, I didn't know what I was supposed to do, but I was just crawling into the front seat. Like, I don't care. Put me on the damn floorboard. I'm not staying back there. And then that night we made it all the way back to my place. And as we're walking in, my buddy said, they're watching me walk in, and my dog, it was my dog, like, he is the type that would get between me and anybody. He lunged at me aggressively. And when he did that, my friends say they saw my shadow go 2 different ways.
Oh, wow.
And I just went inside and slept with the dog, and that was that.
Damn.
Yikes.
Jeez.
That's bad.
So, that was,
we gotta
my
rethink.
what the fuck moment.
We gotta rethink Justin being on a team. Or get a demonologist on a team.
Or bring his dog with.
Right.
Do you have one?
Yeah, so for me, I would have to say is when we had our apartment in Kentucky. We had a nice sized backyard, and she was taking the dog out one night, and I was in the kitchen making me a snack, and we had how like some back windows are like little squares. So that's how ours were. I had the blinds down and everything. And I heard 3 taps on the glass, like your palm hitting the glass hard. And I was mad at her because it scared the crap out of me, and I thought it was her outside messing with me. And when I actually walked over to the window and looked out, she was all the way on the edge, right in the grass. So she was a distance away from the back door. And when I asked her about it, she was like, "No, it wasn't me." And sometimes I still question if it was her, but she swears up and down that it was not her, but somebody hit that glass, and it was loud. It was loud, and I'll never forget it.
It definitely wasn't me. Where we lived was part of an old Civil War battlefield. They went through there, and many soldiers died. So there was actually a lot of activity in our apartment, but I swear to God, it was not me. I wouldn't dare try to scare her like that, because Kristina, I think, would just leave the paranormal if I did something that bad on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was terrible. Terrible. I'll never forget it.
Wasn't me. Like Shaggy said.
Wow.
I think Vicar
Hey,
has
Tony, thanks for joining us.
Hey. That's good.
So, interesting story. We've never heard from you guys before. That's fantastic.
Yeah, sometimes.
Right.
Depends on the question.
All right. So while we are in our last 12 minutes of the show, now, let's talk a little bit about Global Ghost Hunt, because you both have a part in Global Ghost Hunt. So, what is it exactly that you guys do for Global Ghost Hunt?
So we are on the sponsorship and marketing team. So as part of the sponsorship, we'll be reaching out to radio stations, big companies, anyone that is logo relevant, where people know the logo. I'm going to reach out to everybody. I don't care even if they say no. You got to try. And then as far as the marketing, we take care of the TikTok page, the Twitter page, Global Ghost Hunt Facebook page, Instagram, and I think
Twitter.
that's it.
Yeah, I think so.
And we help promote the websites, which promote Global Ghost Hunt. And we just try to get a lot of people to come in and join Global Ghost Hunt and sign up and things like that. So, yeah, it's fun. We're enjoying it. We're having a good time.
Yeah. And we've talked about Global Ghost Hunt a lot, but as we've expressed many times, it's full team support, full location support, and everything. But in your opinion, why would you guys suggest this 10-day event as Global Ghost Hunt to any investigator? Why would you suggest it?
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons I've done this before, but not on like this large of a scale. It's good for other people from other parts of the world to see how each of us investigate. We can learn from each other. And I think for me, that's the biggest reason why I'm joining Global Ghost Hunt and I want to help and volunteer is I want to learn from people from outside the United States, and learn different ways. Because to be honest with you, I think in the United States, we all kind of investigate the same kind of way. I don't see anyone that really steps out to me, but I do in other countries. So for me, I think that's what it would be about.
I think it's a great opportunity for marketing your team, getting you out there, that promotion, and it's a good time to support others as well in this big event. There's so much going to be going on. We got 2 10-day events next year, and I think it's a great opportunity to get out there and show the world what your team has. Get out there and become known.
Yeah.
And have fun with it. So that's my opinion on what Global Ghost Hunt is, and I definitely recommend it to people. We've been sharing it like crazy, and I definitely hope a lot of people consider signing up because it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is. I mean, globally, like, wow, they're watching me from Singapore or Sweden, or and I'm watching them, and I'm learning stuff just by watching it. I'm going to go try it next time. So it's going to be fascinating. So I think if people don't sign up, you're missing out. You're straight
Exactly.
up missing out. I mean, it's only $100 to join. That's nothing. If you got a team of 5, break that down, you know. In some of these locations, they need to be seen.
Yeah.
These great, fabulous locations that people don't know about. So they need to jump on board too. It's global. You're going to be seen all around the globe.
Yep.
Like, that's,
It's also,
you know,
it's also important because a lot of these locations, they're making their ability to keep their doors open,
yes.
booking teams and stuff. So historical preservation, that's a huge thing. The more, you know, screen time they get, the more people are talking about it and sharing it. People are going to see those locations and, I want to go there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's how I pick locations. I'd be like, oh, wow, writing it down and taking notes. We're going here next.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know?
We are. I mean, we already have. We haven't even started shooting season 3 yet, but I have all the season 3 planned out. It's good to go. Like, I will plan literally a season ahead of time.
Yeah.
So, like, when we were still shooting season 1, season 2 was already planned out, and we're currently in the middle of filming season 2. So, and season 3 is already planned. We just got to hit up these locations. So, but it's a lot of fun. I mean,
To The Bone will be on season 3, right?
I can only hope.
I'm trying to get it out of you.
I can only hope. But you're not going to know where we're going.
You know, if
That's
there was
right, I like
a
lying.
number,
Huh?
if this place didn't require only a certain number of people, it would be cool.
Yeah. Like we're doing for our next big one. Certain number of people. So it's going to be fantastic. I know you guys are going to love it. And yes, you will be included. And if you catch me at the right time, it might slip out, but don't even try. Because I'm going to try my hardest not to say nothing. So,
Yeah. I'll get you.
Kind of just did.
all right, we'll see about that.
We'll let the whole world know too if you let it slip out, because you know me, I'll be telling the business.
I mean, he
gonna go global with it, huh?
That's right. That's right.
He said you guys.
Oh, geez. All right. Well, Beth and Bone, do you guys have any questions for Minnesota Spirit Hunters before we wrap up?
We do. I do, at least. I'd like to know, what is your best piece of evidence?
Who you want to start?
Whoever would like to start.
Well, I got to say my best piece of evidence was actually right in Cara and Brendan's house. I think I caught the best piece of evidence yet. Well, not just me, but like the best piece that I've ever seen from our team is we had a antique music box from discos.com sitting on their stairway, and we had all the lights off and everything. And so we did an overnight investigation of their house, and Cara was over in the kitchen making some ribs for the team.
So the ghost box was, or the tunes box was over there.
Yep.
And I was over here in the kitchen.
Yep. And Cara was over here in the kitchen making ribs for the team, which, by the way, great ribs. But she was over there, and we were actually in the next room over from the kitchen, and we were doing our investigation in there. And this antique box kept going off, and it would go off, and it would go off, and we get it on camera. Cara does not go near it, you know. And we didn't even hear it. We don't hear it very often. And so we yell out, we're like, Cara, is that you? She's like, I'm in the kitchen. And so we come out, sure enough, she's in the kitchen.
Wow.
She's standing right there in the kitchen. And when we roll back that footage, you'll never believe what we found. So the box is sitting there, all the lights are off, Cara standing here. Orb comes all the way across the kitchen, gets right over that antique box, and the box goes off.
Wow.
Well,
it was awesome.
Keeps going from over there and like hovers above the fridge right next to me.
Yep.
Before it just disappears. Like, it doesn't just zoom off like a bug. It disappears.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I can't wait to see that.
It actually was on YouTube. We did take it down for editing. We have to edit a few things out of it, but as soon as it's done, we're gonna get it put back up. So
let us know.
Absolutely.
I have a different kind of question, I guess. What makes your team stand out from other teams?
Dang, that's a good question.
She's been on too many damn podcasts.
Right? Well, yeah, one of you guys take that one.
Let's give that to Brandon because he hasn't said a word.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Mr.
She said, "Yeah, there you go."
I'm taking over.
I honestly think that our team loves doing these investigations, and that if we think that we have caught something, we will immediately go through every single step that we can to debunk absolutely everything before we post it. So that way there is absolutely no doubt that it's something.
Marcus hates it sometimes because I'm like, but it could be this, but it could be this, but it could be that.
Yeah.
Kristina and I butt heads a lot, and then when she, you know, I'm like, it's not every time. I've told you you've captured great evidence before, so she gets it. We're the same. Can you imagine me and Cara investigating together?
Oh boy.
I'll go with Brandon.
Hey, Brian.
I am the one that set up the cameras when we did the investigation here.
Justin, do you have a question for them?
Not off the top of my head.
Not off the top of his head.
What got you guys interested in the paranormal?
Mine was more or less just for the curiosity. I was doing a YouTube channel of personal videos, and somehow those videos went over more to the ghost hunting, curiosity of the paranormal side. And you know, I wasn't always able to do everything the right way until I created a team. I created a team so that I could do it the right way and I could do it the professional way. And that's what got me interested for sure.
Awesome. Cara?
I've seen a lot of shit when I was a kid.
Great. Now everybody wants ribs. Why did I bring that up?
I need to go buy some.
Brandon, what got you into it?
Being young and dumb and curious.
That's how everybody gets into everything.
Right.
Honestly, you know, going with friends places and, you know, trying to scare the crap out of ourselves and successfully scaring the crap out of ourselves.
Oh, we do plenty of that, don't we, Brandon?
Oh, yes.
You know, Bad to the Bone, I cannot wait to meet you guys. I cannot. I'm disappointed that we didn't meet you guys back in June, but you know what? Our time's coming. This is a 2-day event, 2 different locations, 1 and 2 different states.
What states is that again?
Indiana and Tennessee.
Oh, okay. So
And Brandon and Cara know what I'm talking about.
but I got one of them questions answered.
Gosh, Cara, don't say a word.
Indiana. Okay.
I want to make I want to make Angelina suffer right now.
You're so nice.
Well, you know, I'll call every location and ask if you guys are booked.
No, it's not scheduled yet. It ain't scheduled, so yep, that one's out.
Anyone
It ain't
watching this,
scheduled
let
yet.
me know when MNSpiritCast signs up for your location. Inbox me on the slide. Spirit Hunters. Sorry, Minnesota Spirit Hunters.
Fine, I can tell you one of the locations, but I cannot dispose the other one.
See, I'm getting somewhere.
I said dispose.
Disclose.
You're good.
Yeah, I cannot
What
disclose.
you can tell 'em.
Right. So our first building is in Indiana, and that building is strictly called None of Your Damn Business.
I saw that coming.
Sorry, well, I cannot disclose right now. I'm just too excited about it.
That building's in like every town in Indiana. That's just Indiana.
I grew up in Indiana, Tennessee, and Kentucky, so I know the area, and there is so many buildings called Mind Your Business. You know?
Yeah.
So, but no, guys, it's been a fantastic podcast. We are at the end here because you guys do have to get going, but we do appreciate you guys coming on. I want you guys back for a part 3 or a part 2 for this season, because 1 hour is not enough to cover everything. So I want you guys back. Cara, you want to reach out to them, get them rescheduled for another episode. I want to see you guys back here because we always have a great time with you.
Yeah, we'll have some videos for you.
Awesome.
From Brian.
Dominic, Indiana. What part of Indiana? I don't remember. I'll get back to you on that. This is what I love. This is another reason I did Global Ghost Hunt, so everyone can support each other and work together and gain new friends. That's what it's all about.
We need Brian on here to talk about it real quick. We got time.
He's coming for a full episode about Global Ghost Hunt, so he's coming.
We love you, Brian. We love you.
We love you, man.
Have you guys
everything that
Brian,
you do
on Discovery Channel? He's on He's an actor, and he's on Amish Murders. But look up Brian on IMDb. And when I had my concussion, I straight out once Hutophobia and all his TV shows he's been on.
He's on See No Evil.
He's on See No Evil.
Wow.
Something about Amish Murders. He plays a cop and a snitch. I was upset when I saw him play a snitch. I'm like, look at him playing a snitch.
Like the movie.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll send you the link, girl. I'll send you the link.
No, it's not the movie. It's a like a.
That was my thought
series.
too. I was like, he does kind of look like Kane.
Yeah. You know what, Angelina, you send me the link and I'll send you a location that we're going to.
Oh, okay.
Fair trade.
I will send you his.
But I need that link first because I gotta watch this.
Yeah, you gotta watch the Amish murder one because he's a snitch. Brian, don't you ever play a snitch again, or I am done. Snitches end up in ditches. We don't want to investigate you anytime soon.
Anytime soon.
But we love you.
Oh, geez. No, guys, this has been a fantastic show. You guys are super hilarious and always a good time. But we are at the end tonight. So back to the bone. We appreciate you. We definitely do. And we cannot wait for that next part of the show. So thank you for coming on the show. You guys have a meeting to get to, so we'll let you get to that. But thank you, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Thank you, and thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Lots of love to you guys.
Lots of love to you guys. Woo!
All right. You guys have a good one. Justin, it's nice to meet you, man.
Bye, guys.
See you later.
Later.
All right, guys. Back to the bone. Great team, huh? Now, you guys know what investigation I'm talking about.
The manor. I didn't
see.
say
Kara's the smart one here.
I didn't say which.
You didn't say nothing.
I know what one. I honestly, off the top of my head, I can't think of the one from Indiana that you're talking about. Maybe I do. We'll see if my brain works shortly. But I know one in Tennessee you're talking about.
Should we throw a hint at the audience? I see Bad to the Bone is still backstage.
Which one?
Oh, they got close to the screen.
They got close to the screen. Oh my god.
That was great.
Y'all crazy, man.
Now who's creeping?
Jeez. All right. Well, we can throw a hint, and let's throw a hint about the Tennessee one.
Okay, what's your hint?
Brandon, this is a dream of yours, man. Don't say what it is. Don't say exactly what it is, but we can throw a hint out there.
It's a really big place.
That's not a good enough hint.
You know what, Angelina? You just go to your meeting, okay? Go to your darn meeting.
No, she's saying, tell us.
Jeez. All right, well, we're going to throw this hint out there. It is bigger than any place that Minnesota Spirit Hunters has ever investigated. And the history behind this place is like no other. And it sits out in the middle of nowhere in a small town of Tennessee. And that's all we can tell you.
Can I give a hint that's not super bad?
Sure.
They like to smoke.
I mean, we all do.
No, but there's significance there. If somebody's a big fan of that place, they're going to be like, ha!
If anybody can think of what it is, then feel free to message us, but don't put it on social media just in case you're right. We don't want to disclose this yet because we want this to be a surprise 2-part investigation, 2 states, 1 week, 2 locations, a lot of fun. Nothing but our equipment, and that's it. Angelina, like to smoke, going to Indian burial ground and smoke peyote.
No, not quite.
Nope.
I think I passed on that one.
Okay. All right. Well, we got her involved now.
Yeah, I did not hear what Cara said.
I did not hear what Cara said.
They like to smoke. That was my clue.
And that's all we could get. That was Justin's thought. Okay. All right, guys. Well, if you guys have any idea where you think we might be going, feel free to message us. And if you're right, then we will have some prize for you or whatever. So,
Wait, wrong way.
Huh?
What?
What? By the way, a new idea has popped into my head today. And we're doing a special thing. Now what's up?
You forgot something.
Like what?
Spirited question.
Oh no. Oh no. All right. Well, we'll get 2 spirited questions next time Bad to the Bone comes on. All right. All right. So right now we do have 2 promotions going on. Our first promotion, and we will be releasing the event here shortly, maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. But 1 lucky person is going to get the chance to come to Minnesota and investigate with Minnesota Spirit Hunters at a location that you've already seen us at, a very awesome location. Keep an eye out for details. There will be a small entry fee, but not very big. And I will give you further instructions on how to sign up. Another cool promotion that I thought of today, and I'm going to be talking to the team about this too, is for Halloween, we have a special prize for 1 lucky winner. And we'll keep everybody updated on how you can win that too. And we'll disclose a little more about what that surprise is here in the future. And we'll put out pictures on our Instagram and stuff. So, but until now, or until later, I believe that we have a show this weekend on Saturday. I believe we have a show at 12 p.m. on Saturday. It is not the McKimney Manor, and that would be awesome to go see or go do. Brian, yes, you do get an invite. Absolutely. But yeah, I believe we have a show this weekend. I'm not too sure.
You need to know who? Mystic Paranormal?
Right now.
It's Mystic.
Okay. Yes, so we do have Mystic Paranormal this weekend, Saturday at 12 p.m. Central Time, and that is 1 p.m. Eastern Time and 10 a.m. for Pacific Time. So don't miss it. It's going to be a great show. Mystic Paranormal are the leaders of the P3 UK division, and we have never had them on a show, which makes it a really great show. So catch us this weekend, and thank you for catching us tonight. Cara, Brandon, it's always a pleasure. Thank you guys very much. And I'm glad we got to hang out with Bad to the Bone a little bit. So thank you.
Uh-oh.
Blue Ridge Mountains. It is not Blue Ridge Mountains. Murphy by Tennessee went over to Tennessee for cheaper cigarettes 10 years ago. So far, all of the things that we're seeing in comments right now is a no-go. None of those are right. So
To be fair, I don't mean anything to do with the Smoky Mountains. That's not what I mean by they like to smoke.
Can you guess it? Can you guess it? Reach out to us. Let us know your answer, and whoever happens to guess it, we will only tell you privately, and there might be a little prize for you just for guessing this right. So, yes, actually, I'm in the mood for giving right now, so there will probably be a prize if anybody guesses it, but I don't think anybody's going to guess this. We'll have to wait and see. So, Brandon and Cara, you guys know what it is. The hunters know what it is. Even Matt knows what it is. So, Matt, don't tell
Sign
me.
an NDA.
If you tell us privately, we'll sign an NDA. Wow. Wow. Let me go see my list in Indiana. And now people are going to really be guessing.
That gives them something to look into.
Well, there you go. If you're bored, now you got something to do. All right, guys. Well, we are going to end the show now. Please enjoy our promotional videos and our outro. And we'll see you guys this coming Saturday at 12 p.m. Central Time with Mystic Paranormal UK. So, Cara, Brandon, have a good night.
You too.
We'll see you this weekend. And for everybody else, thank you for watching our show. The first person to tell me gets... Stop it. Stop it, Angelina. Just quit. Just bye, guys. Yep, bye. We love you guys. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you this weekend, Saturday, 12 p.m. with Mystic Paranormal UK. But until then, hope you guys have a great night and happy hunting.
To this crew, yeah, we like to keep it positive, you know how we do. Big up to this crew. From day one till it's done, do or die, me and you. Big up to this crew. Yeah, we like to keep it positive, you know how we do. Big up to this crew. Got props non-stop and mad love for you.
Rising up like the moon, elevating the mood, uplifting attitudes, cause that's what we choose to do. And I don't know about you, but there's enough negativity going around with plenty room to improve. Yeah, sometimes we collide with stress and negativity. We always let it slide. It's an elevated vibe, so fly. We touch the sky every time we ride.
Big up to this crew. Yeah, we like to keep it positive, you know how we do. Big up to this crew. From day one till it's done, do or die, me and you. Big up to this crew. Yeah, we like to keep it positive, you know how we do. Big up to this crew. Got props non-stop and mad love for you.
Now roll back time, tell me what you find. You're gonna see the same sucker MCs on the sidelines. In the fourth quarter when it's do or die time. That's when this crew is inclined to go prime time. From day one straight till it's done. But you all know full well that we only just begun.
Yeah.
We stick together, one for all for one. When it gets heavy, no, we don't cut and run. Crazy thinking about the places that we've been. Now I could tell you stories that'll make your head spin. But like I said, straight, thick or thin, there's so many memories giving me silly grins. So please allow me to introduce to you my one and only homies, yo, I love this crew. So please allow me to introduce to you my one and only homies, yo, I love this crew.
Big up to this crew. Yeah, we like to keep it positive, you know how we do. Big up to this crew. From day one.
Viewer discretion is advised.